Start ചെയ്യാലോ.
This call is now being recorded.
Okay, good morning to all. So we are discussing about the different machineries of state government. So in the last classes we have discussed about the state executive. So state executive, it includes uh, the governor, the chief minister, the council of ministers, and the advocate general. So, regarding these executive uh, members of the state government, we have discussed in the previous classes, and today we will move to the second part uh, of this module, that is the state legislature, and third part is the state judiciary. That means High Court. In state legislature, we have just gone through the introduction. That is part six of our constitution deals with the government in the states, and it is given in the article 168 to 212 of the constitution. And this article from 168 to 212, it deals with the organization, composition, duration, officers, procedures, privileges, power, and so on of the state legislature. Okay. Next one, we'll go to how this state legislature, how it is organized. So unlike from this one union central legislature of the parliament, in state legislature there is no uniformity in the organization of the state legislature. Okay, at presently six states like Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Telangana, and Uttar Pradesh, they are having bicameral system. So in such a system, for such states, the legislature consists of the governor, legislative council, and the legislative assembly. Okay. So we know that for our state Kerala, we have only the state legislative assembly. Okay. നിയമസഭയിലേക്ക് assembly, state legislative assembly മാത്രമേ നമുക്കുള്ളൂ. Okay. But in some other states like Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Karnataka, or Andhra Pradesh, they are having bicameral system. That means in the the legislature will consist of the governor, legislative council, and the legislative assembly. Other states like Kerala, that we are having a unicameral system which consists of the governor and the legislative assembly only. Okay. And the parliament can abolish or create legislative council if the legislative assembly of the concerned state passes a resolution by a special majority. So this legislative council is a smaller body than the legislative assembly, and they are separately elected. Okay. So the parliament can abolish or create legislative council if the legislative assembly of the concerned state passes a resolution by a special majority. So majority means total membership of the assembly and a majority of not less than two-thirds of the members of the assembly present and voting. Next one, the strength of the state legislative assembly. So the state legislative assembly consists of representatives directly elected by the people by the voting systems what we are doing in our states and all. That is universal adult franchise. ഒരു സാധാരണ voting system തന്നെയാണ്. Okay, the legislative assembly consists of representatives directly elected by the people on the basis of universal adult franchise. Its strength varies from 60 to 500 depending on the population size of the state. So, however, in case of certain states, the strength of the legislative assembly is also less than 60. So we know that for our case in our state in Kerala, the strength of the legislative assembly is 140, 140. Okay. Next one, there can be certain nominated members in the legislative assembly, similar to how a president can nominate certain members to the parliament in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Okay. So the governor can nominate one member from the Anglo-Indian community if the community is not adequately represented in the assembly. So if Anglo-Indian community members are not represented in the assembly, uh, then the government can nominate one member from such a community. Then there are a special reservation for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. That is, the constitution provided for the reservation of seats for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in the legislative assembly of each state on the basis of population ratio. So these are all of the organization or the strength of the state legislative assembly. Next one is composition of state legislative council. So council means it's a different body. Okay, the members of the legislative council are indirectly elected, and for our state, for Kerala, there is no such a legislative council. So we may not be more aware about the procedures of this state legislative council and all. And we know how the election is conducted, how many members are there in legislative assembly, so what are they doing in legislative assembly and all. But regarding legislative council, we are not that much aware because our state we don't have any state legislative council. The maximum strength of the council is fixed at one third of the total strength of the assembly, and the minimum strength is fixed at 40. So similar to legislative council, similar to legislative assembly, legislative council is also having a maximum strength uh, of members. The minimum strength is fixed to 40, and the maximum strength of the council is fixed at one third of the total strength of the assembly. It means that the size of the council depend on the size of the assembly of concerned state. So minimum there will be 40 members in the council, but the maximum members will be depending on the members of the assembly of the state. Then election. So composition of the state legislative council, the election of the state legislative council. So in the case of a state legislative council, the members are elected in a different method, not like members elected to the state legislative assembly. Out of the total members, 1/3 of members are elected by the members of local bodies in the state, like municipalities, district boards, etc. So 1/3 members are elected by the members of local bodies. Then remaining 1/12 are elected by graduates of 3 years standing and residing within the states. So 1/12 are elected by the graduates of 3 years standing and residing within the states. So this type of certain nominated graduates will be there. They will be representing. So they will be electing these 1/12 of the members. Then 1/12 are elected by the teachers of 3 years standing in the state, not lower in standard than secondary school. Secondary സ്കൂളിനെക്കാളും കൂടുതൽ ഗ്രേഡിലെ ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് സെലക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് 1/12 members. Then 1/3 are elected by the members of the legislative assembly of the state from amongst persons who are not members of the assembly. Then 1/3 are elected by the members of the legislative assembly itself. The remainder are nominated by the governor from amongst persons who have a special knowledge or practical experience of literature, science, art, cooperative movement, and social service. So this is how the election is done, or the nomination is done for the members of the state legislative council. That means here 5/6 of total of members of a legislative council are indirectly elected, and 1/6 are nominated by governor. നമുക്ക് ഇതെല്ലാം കൂട്ടി നോക്കിയാൽ നമുക്ക് അങ്ങനെ കിട്ടും 5/6 total out of 6 ആയിട്ട് തിരിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ 5/6 of the total members of the legislative council are indirectly elected, and 1/6 are nominated by governor. Okay. Next one, the term or the duration of state legislative assembly. The normal term of state legislative assembly is 5 years. So we all know that 5 years is the term of one government. So that will be the term of one state legislative assembly from the date of its first meeting after the general election. After 5 years, the state legislative assembly will be automatically dissolved. So after 5 years from the date of election or date of the first meeting, automatically the state legislative assembly will be dissolved. Okay, അത് പിരിച്ചുവിടും. However, the governor is authorized to dissolve the state legislative assembly at any time to pave the way for fresh election. So if any such situations happen, in between or before the completion of 5 years, the governor is having the authority to dissolve the state legislative assembly and to uh, uh, declare for a new election. Okay. Further, the term of the state legislative assembly can be extended during the period of national emergency by a law of parliament for 1 year at a time. So, even though the duration is 5 years, if any type of national emergencies happened or came in between the term, then the parliament is giving a provision to extend the term or the duration of the state legislative assembly to 1 more year by a law of parliament. Okay, so it can be done only at a time. However, this extension cannot continue beyond a period of 6 months after the emergency has ceased to operate. Okay, so after the ceasing of the emergency, it can be continued only up to 6 months. Beyond 6 months, it can't be continued. Before that, new election to be declared and new members to be nominated, and elected. Then, similar to the qualifications and disqualifications needed for the parliament members in the union, here also the constitution uh, tells certain qualifications or the mentioned certain qualifications needed for the members of state legislature. First one, he must be a citizen of India. Second one, he must make an oath before the person authorized by the election commission to bear true faith and allegiance to the constitution and to uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India. The first one, he must be a citizen of India. After that, he must take an oath uh, uh, before the person authorized by the state election commission. Okay. And he must not be less than 30 years of age in case of state legislative council and not less than 25 years of age in case of legislative assembly. So 25 years of age should be completed in the case of state legislative assembly and 30 years of age should be completed in the case of state legislative council. Then fourth one, he must possess other qualifications prescribed by the parliament. So these are the different qualification requirements uh, for for a membership of state legislature. Disqualification for membership of state legislature. So a person shall be disqualified for being a member of the state legislative assembly or state legislative council. So there are certain disqualifications. The following are the different disqualifications. First one, if he holds any office of profit under the union or state government. So he should not hold any office of profit under the union or state government. Second one, if he is of unsound mind and stands so declared by a court. So he is mentally not well or mentally challenged. Such persons or which is declared by a court in such persons will be also disqualified. If he is not a citizen of India or has voluntarily acquired the citizenship of a foreign state. That also already told he should be a citizen of India or he should not acquire any other dual citizenship. If he is so qualified under any law made by parliament. So if he is so disqualified under any law made by parliament, then also he will be disqualified. A person shall be disqualified for being a member of of house, either house of state legislator if he is so disqualified on the ground of defection under the provision of the 10th schedule of the constitution. So based on the 10th schedule of the constitution also, the person in the this council or assembly can be disqualified. Okay. So these are the different disqualification of the membership of state legislature. Next one is regarding the oath or affirmation. We have already told he has to take an oath. That is one of the qualification requirement. His oath will be to bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India, to uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, and also to faithfully discharge the duties of his office. Next one, there will be certain presiding officers for the state legislature. Okay, there will be presiding officers for both the state legislative assembly and state legislative council. So each house of the state has its own presiding officers. So there will be a speaker. We already know that we have in Kerala we have a state legislative assembly. There is a speaker and there is a deputy speaker. Okay, so there is a speaker and a deputy speaker for the legislative assembly, and chairman and deputy chairman for the legislative council. So uh, speaker and deputy speaker for legislative assembly, and chairman and deputy chairman for legislative council. The speaker and the deputy speaker of the legislative assembly are elected by the assembly itself amongst its members. But the deputy speaker is elected after the election of the speaker has taken place. Again, the deputy chairman of the legislative council are elected by the legislative council itself from amongst its members. So these presiding officers are actually elected from the uh, members among itself. And in the case of a state legislative assembly, we know that there will be a speaker and a deputy speaker. So first the speaker election will be conducted, then deputy speaker election will be conducted. Similarly, in the case of a legislative council, there will be a chairman and a deputy chairman. Next one, powers and functions of the uh, state legislative assembly. So before that, we know about the quorum. There should be a minimum quorum of people before the summoning of these assemblies, like in the central, in union, uh, means in the parliament or in the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. A quorum should be fulfilled. Quorum of members should be there. Then also languages, using languages, Hindi or English can be used, or the mother tongue can be used. Okay. Because mother tongue can be used only if the presiding officer is permitting him to speak in the mother tongue. So usually we know that in state legislature and all, we used to use our uh, state official language only, or our mother tongue. The next one, functions and powers for state legislative assembly. So, in a real sense, the state legislature means its legislative assembly only. Okay, even though some 6 to 7 states they are having a legislative council also. So these are the some of the important functions and powers of the assembly. First one, it can make laws on any subject provided in the state list. So there we know that there are certain lists like union list is there, concurrent list is there, state list is there. So these are all given in the constitution. There are certain subjects which should be taken into consideration by the union government and the state government. So these subjects are given in the this list. So the assembly in the state can make laws on any subject provided in the state list. It can also make a law on a subject in the concurrent list, but it should not come in conflict with a law already made by the parliament. So the parliament also has the power to make laws on the subjects on this concurrent list. Okay, so parliament will make. You know that the parliament will make, or central will make laws on the subjects listed in the union list and the concurrent list, and in some special cases they can also make laws in the subject mentioned in the state list. But for the state, they can make laws on any subject provided in the state list, and also they can make laws on the subject provided in the concurrent list, but it should not come in conflict with the law already made by the parliament. Okay. And next one, it has the control over the council of ministers. Its members may ask questions to the ministers, introduce a resolution, and may pass a vote to dismiss the state government. So we know that we have already gone through the chief minister, council of ministers, cabinet, and all. We don't have a separate cabinet here. In our case, in Kerala, we have the council of ministers itself is the cabinet. Okay. But in some other states where there are having big states as an all, where there are having a lot of council of ministers, there will be a separate cabinet which includes some 20 to 25 cabinet ministers. Okay. So the state legislative assembly is having the control over the council of ministers. We know that all these council of ministers will be a member of this legislative assembly. But as far as the council of the ministry level is considered, that is only the whichever party has won the elections. There will be the ruling party, or there will be the one there will be the one which forms the government. But in the state legislative assembly, we know that there will be the opposition parties and other parties also. So the composition of this assembly includes all the people who are elected by the people of the state. So that includes from people from different political parties, different views, or independent members and all. Okay. So this total group, they are having the control on the over the Council of Ministers. That means its members can ask question to the ministers, introduce a resolution, and may pass a vote to dismiss the state government. Okay. ഇതുപോലത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് റേസ് ചെയ്യുക പാർലമെന്റ് സെഷനിൽ ആയിരിക്കും ഏത് മിനിസ്റ്ററോടും. ഈവൻ നമുക്കറിയാം അവിശ്വാസ പ്രമേയം കൊണ്ടുവരാം അല്ലെ. അപ്പോൾ ആ സ്റ്റേറ്റ് ഗവൺമെന്റ് അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഡിസോൾവ് ചെയ്യിപ്പിക്കാനുള്ള അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡിസ്മിസ് ചെയ്യിപ്പിക്കാനുള്ള അധികാരമൊക്കെ ആയിരിക്കും ദിസ് സ്റ്റേറ്റ് ലെജിസ്ലേറ്റീവ് അസംബ്ലി. Then it controls the finances of the state. So all the financial matters will be discussed in the state legislative assembly. The state legislative assembly elects its own speaker and deputy speaker and may remove them by a vote of non-confidence. So we already told that the speaker, the presiding officer of the assembly, that is the speaker and the deputy speaker, will be elected by a voting system in the assembly itself. It has so that is also a power of this assembly. Okay, that is the total power of this assembly, that group. It has constituent powers too. According to Article 368, a bill of constitutional amendment first passed by the Parliament shall be referred to the states for approval. So they are having also constituent powers. So what do you mean by constituent powers? According to it is mentioned in the Article 368. So if any bill is passed regarding the amendment of constitution by the Parliament, the Parliament shall refer this to all the states for their approval. That means if Parliament is giving this, bringing this to the attention of the state government for their approval, that means the state are having certain powers on it. Okay. Next one, functions and powers of the Legislative Council. So we have discussed about the functions and just now we have discussed about the functions and powers of the State Legislative Assembly. Now we are coming to the functions and powers of the State Legislative Council. Okay. So these functions and powers of State Legislative Assembly is important. Here one point is it is controlling the finances of the state. The finances means it include money bill. Okay, money bill. Then regarding the tax, the imposing of tax. So they all need the approval of the Legislative Assembly. Then coming to the functions and powers of Legislative Council, the Legislative Council plays a more advisory role. Okay, because it is a smaller body and it is elected in a different way. Its members are elected in a different manner. A bill other than a money bill may originate in the State Legislative Council. So money bills were not that just other than financial financial matters in the case of money bills are വരുന്നത്. But in the case of a state council or legislative council, other than money bills, all the bills may originate from the state legislative council. So over legislative matters, legislative council has only a suspensive veto for a maximum period of 4 months. Okay, so legislative council or legislative matters, they have only a limited period of power. Or financial matters, its powers are not absolute. Okay, legislative matter, their powers are limited period. and financial matters, their powers are not absolute. The Legislative Council may detain a money bill only for a period of 14 days. അപ്പോൾ 14 ഡേയ്സ് വരെ ലിറ്ററേച്ചർ കൗൺസിലിൽ എന്താ മണി ബില്ലിനെ ഡീറ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്ത് വെക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി പറ്റും. There is no provision for a joint sitting of Legislative Assembly and the Legislative Council to resolve a deadlock between them over the legislative matters. So, in terms of this type of legislative matters, in terms of this bills and other type of resolutions which have to be taken in the assembly, even there is a deadlock coming between these two council and the assembly. Actually, there is no provision for a joint sitting of the legislative assembly and the legislative council to resolve this deadlock between them. Okay, the deadlock means regarding the matters related to the legislative. Thus, the legislative council is only a subordinate component of the legislature. Okay, so this legislative is only a subordinate component of this legislature. So that means the legislative assembly is having the supreme power in the state legislature to bring this type of bills and all, or to pass any resolution and all. But the state legislative council, it will act only as an advisory body. So all the bills other than the money bills will be discussed, but they are having only a limited powers on that. So, but they are having some certain powers. So that are all the functions and powers of the state legislative councils. So that is about the state legislature. State legislature കുറിച്ചാണ് പറഞ്ഞത്. So state legislature means it is the in the case of state legislature there will be a governor, state legislative assembly, and state legislative council. Only for certain states we are having state legislative council. For 6 or 7 states we are having governor, state legislative assembly, and state legislative council. But for all other states we are having governor and the state legislative assembly only. Okay, so this assembly, we know that in the case of a state legislative assembly, the members are elected by the adult voting franchise. And in the case of Kerala, we are having 140 members in the legislative assembly, and we don't have any legislative council here. And then regarding the qualifications and disqualifications, so there are certain parameters. So these qualifications and disqualifications are important at some point of view also. So what are the different qualifications required for a member to be a person to be elected to the legislative assembly or council? So what are the parameters on which he may be disqualified as a member of this legislative assembly or council? Then we came to the different powers. Then I told that there will be the oath what we have taken, and also there will be certain presiding officers for these two council and this assembly. And there also we should also attain a quorum of members in order to have these meetings. And also sometimes there will be voting in the house. We know that usually we can have voting in the house in case of any conflicts or in order to elect someone. Usually for speakers and deputy speakers, they are elected through a voting system only. Even we know that if we are one particular party are having a high voting share, still they may conduct a voting in the assembly. And the languages used in the state legislature, English or Hindi can be used, but if the presiding officer is permitting, they can use their mother tongue also. Okay. Then regarding the different powers and functions of the state legislative assembly. Okay. That is, it is the body which are making the laws in the state. Okay, so it can make law from any list which is given in the under the state list. State list is also from the concurrent list, which should not be in conflict with the law already made by the parliament. And it is having the direct control over the council of ministers. Okay, the ministers are collectively responsible to the assembly. Okay, the defeat of the minister in the assembly amounts to the passing of vote of no confidence against him. So if any one minister is not performing well or is defeating in any manner, then the parliament, so the assembly can pass a vote of no confidence against it. Okay. Then it controls the finances and all. So it includes the bills like money bills and all. And also regarding some taxes like that, or the no tax can be imposed or withdrawn without the approval of the legislative assembly. Okay, so it all should come through the legislative assembly only. Then also there are some other functions like it take parts in the election of the president of India. We know that for the president election there is a vote share coming from the MLAs also. So it take part in the election of president also. That is also a power. We can tell they are having the share for electing a president means that is their power or function. So it considers reports submitted by various independent agencies like the State Public Service Commission, Auditor General, and others. Okay. So the reports submitted by this type of bodies like state PSCs or Auditor General will be discussed in the Legislative Assembly. Then also they are the one who have to give its verdict by passing resolution by its simple majority showing approval or disapproval of the any bill proposed. Okay, so any bill is proposed in the assembly. The assembly has to give its verdict by passing a resolution by its simple majority showing approval or disapproval of the given or said bill. Okay. So finally, we have gone through the powers of the council. The council is having only a more advisory level of power, and and as far as state legislature is considered, state legislative assembly is uh, is having the supreme power, and the legislative council is only a subordinate component of the legislature. Okay. So ഇത്രയും കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് നമുക്ക് ഇന്നത്തെ ഇതിൽ നോക്കാനുള്ളത്. Then next one is state judiciary. Okay, judiciary means it includes mainly high court. So what is high court? What all will be the judges of the high court? So what is the qualification of these judges? What is the tenure of these judges? Uh, then there will be certain jurisdictions for this high court also similar to the Supreme Court. So what are the different jurisdictions? Among the different jurisdictions, we have the original jurisdiction is there, writ jurisdiction is there. There is a certain advisory role is playing by the court. So those all things we will be discussing in the next class. So in among the different jurisdictions of the uh, court of the high court, the writ jurisdiction is very important in the exam point of view. So those things we will be discussing in the tomorrow's class.